Hey there, Internet. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. And today I'm talking to everybody about TVs and TV news. And today we are talking about the Vizio's new line of 4K televisions, which have been reasonably priced at $600 for a 43-inch model, which is actually rather crazy because especially since that 4K TVs, they are actually supposed to be, you know, like the highest resolution and all the rest of this stuff, or at least as of now. It's a thing of saying, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, that's a bit crazy that like a TV that has like a 6-core processor, built-in Wi-Fi, LED backlighting, and of course, you know, supporting like the 4K features, you would actually expect that to be just a little bit more than $600, especially for a 40, I believe it was a 43-inch, which is actually really good. However, they do go on to say that the 80 inches can actually go up to about $4,000. So pretty much, if you do want the reasonable price, go ahead and get it, the 43-inch for $600. I will say though, is that leap in price from a 43-inch to an 80-inch, that junk is massive. But either way, it is still really good though. In PlayStation Vita news, apparently in the next update for the PlayStation Vita, it will be getting a well, now it's update 3.5. They will be getting a 30% memory boost, which I do believe is actually supposed to be used to make remote play a lot easier to use, and also keep it at a steady 60 frames whenever you do go into the mode, which is something that is rather quaint, or at least like, not necessarily quaint, but it's something that is really like interesting to see that that's what they would do want to implement on, that they really want to work on the remote play, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, so the update itself is enough to just make the system better. But then I started thinking about it, and possibly it's an update to cut off like specific features so that the system itself, it can actually run better, and also make it so that it can like actually work a little bit more in tandem and make it way more compatible with the games that you do hold. However, at the same time though, I do look at it and I'm like, the Vita probably could actually try, or at least like they could try and use or do a little bit more with the Vita aside from just trying to focus on remote play. But pretty much that is me, and that's a video for another time. But either way, that is what I see though. And in Final Fantasy Dissidia, the arcade news, let's go ahead and talk about what the brand new thing that people sort of thought like when the game came out, or at least like when it was announced. For this, since it is supposed to be a very well 3-on-3 fighter, a lot of people, they did actually look at it from the beginning and say, okay, this is going to be a game that is going to have upwards of 50 characters. They are going to take every sub character, or pretty much like every party member, and they are going to branch them out, and they're going to put them in this game so that, you know, you do have like a varied selection of people to play as and have on your team. The thing is though, is that since it is just trying to get off the ground, and there is this thing that is happening in a lot of fighting games that I am starting to realize that I like, is the fact that once the game comes out and then they slowly start releasing characters, sort of like how Killer Instinct did, and that slowly seems to be a thing for this, especially since that this is a Dissidia game. I mean, you can already see that every single Dissidia character from all of the main characters, and maybe like a secondary character from said game, will actually pop up in this game. You know, like Cloud and Tifa. You have Zidane and maybe Garnet. You have well, I'm trying to remember somebody else's name from well now aside from Terra and Kefka, you also have other characters like Shadow popping up. But honestly, for what they have said for this game so far, is that it's going to be a roster of 14 characters. 7 of them have already been confirmed. Cloud, Lightning and Terra have been confirmed to be in the game, and I do believe that you can see them in the trailer. There have been the other 3 characters and another character. I forget the other ones because I really got to look at the trailer again. But either way, though, this does seem to be something of a very early look on a possibly large-scale game. So that is what I got to say about that. What do you think about it? Tell me about what do you think about these news articles down there in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Grave show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.